Journal of Tellen Morwyth, Antiquarian of the Ninth Archive. Entry 6A. The pit breathes no more. 22nd of Ember Wane, morning descent. Dirgehold ruins. The pit. We descended like ghosts. No voices, no echoes. Just the sound of our boots on old stone and the hush of torchlight licking blackened walls. It felt less like entering a ruin and more like passing through the throat of some vast, waiting thing. There was no wind today. That was the first oddity, but even calling it that feels absurd. There is nothing about this place that isn't odd. The air here behaves like water, thick and heavy. Without the breath from below, it was like being sealed in a tomb. The stone is darker here. It reflects almost no light. Our torches burn but do not chase the shadows. It's as if the walls drink the flame. We rested at midday in a small recess along the stair, where a shaft of sunlight pierced all the way down from the surface above. For a moment it brought relief, but only for a moment. The light did not behave as it should. It spilled down, yes, but the closer it drew to the bottom of the pit, the more it seemed to wither. Less light reached the far walls than should have. It was like watching a drop of ink fall into still water, pure at first, but dissipating into grey. The pit. That is its name now. I can call it nothing else. It drinks light, it drinks sound, and now, I fear, it is beginning to drink us. I keep brushing at my neck. The feeling comes and goes, a crawling beneath the skin like small insects running the length of my spine. It worsens when the song begins. Yes, the song again. The same haunting melody Lira hums when she forgets herself. Only now, down here, it's not just in her mouth. It's in the walls, in the stone. I heard it clearly as we descended to the 11th level, low, tonal, woven like chant. If I close my eyes and listen carefully, I can almost recognize the dialect, high Killian, but slower, drawn-out vowels, funeral cadence. When I asked Lira if she knew the words, she said only, "They sing to me." She wouldn't say who they were. I should want to flee this place. I should be afraid, terrified, but I'm not. There's a gravity in me now, a certainty. I know in the marrow that Zareth's forge is close. Or perhaps I am merely closer to it. The veil is thin here. My grandmother spoke of this, of the hush and pull when walking too near its edge. I thought her stories were metaphor. They were not. Thank the one God I brought my journal. Entry 6B. The Song of the Sealed Hall. 22nd of Ember Wane, late afternoon, Dirgehold ruins. The Great Hall, 12th level. We found it. The Great Hall, and I cannot describe its splendor, nor its horror. It lies on the 12th floor west of the pit, sealed off behind what must once have been a passage collapsed by rock slide. The way in was narrow. We had to squeeze between leaning slabs and drag our packs behind us. There's no hope of clearing the path. The stone is far too thick, but beyond it, the hall waits. And gods above and below, what madness took place here. They brought everything down, all the furniture, all the decor, all the remnants of life I'd been scouring the ruin for. They were here, piled against a vast doorway on the far wall. Tables, couches, broken instruments, ornate crates stacked high, braced against what I can only assume was a door leading back to the pit on this level. And around the barricade? Bodies. Hundreds. Skeletons in half-rotted robes, slumped against walls or curled beside fallen candelabras. Some still hold lyres, warped and stringless. Others grip carved goblets, hands frozen in the act of drinking. There are no signs of violence, no blast marks, no signs of disease. Just silence and decay. It is as though they gathered here and celebrated, sang, and died, willingly or not, around a door they feared to open. The vaulting of the hall is beautiful. Cracked mosaics gleam with faded gold leaf, depicting musicians mid-performance, their faces hidden behind mirrored masks. I found Lira reading a carved script on the southern wall, a block of text etched deep, preserved despite the ruin. She didn't answer when I asked what it said. She just stared at it and kept her hand pressed flat to the stone. The expression on her face was almost reverent. "I'll bring my etching tools tomorrow," I couldn't read the runes under torchlight, but the structure of them, again, it feels like High Killian. A forgotten branch, perhaps, one I've never studied, one I'm not sure should be studied. We left quickly. I told myself it was the torch sputtering, but the truth is, I felt the room watching us back. Entry 6C. The Climb That Wasn't Ours. 22nd of Ember Wane. Nightfall. Dirgehold Ruins. Camp. The ascent was the worst yet. Every step felt like wading against a tide that wasn't water. I can't describe it properly. A pressure behind the sternum, a weight behind the eyes, like walking through someone else's grief. I could barely breathe. And I was not alone. Lira lagged behind me for most of the climb, which is unlike her. She hasn't spoken since we left the hall. Not once. Her face is pale, almost chalked. The wound above her brow has deepened in colour, angry, almost bruised. The skin around her eye is grey. She did not eat tonight. Torren had prepared dry rations, laid them out neatly near the fire. I didn't ask when he'd woken. He didn't greet us, just nodded once and returned to whatever thoughts haunt him now. He watches Lira too much. I don't think he likes what he sees. Neither do I. I should call it here. The candle burns low. But I keep hearing the song, not from Lira now, from below, and I fear tomorrow I will follow it. T. Morwyth.